6 to 20 lakhs a year. That's the range across 8 roles you can step into with an online MBA. Financial analyst, brand manager, data science manager. Each one maps to a specific JAIN Online specialization, and each one comes with the AI tools that industry already uses. A financial analyst at a firm like EY or PwC spends their day looking at one thing: whether a decision will make or lose money. Say a company is thinking about acquiring a smaller firm. Your job is to build the financial model, plug in revenue projections, cost assumptions, debt ratios, and tell leadership if the numbers work. You're scanning market intelligence through Bloomberg AI, pulling earnings reports, and broker research through AlphaSense. That model becomes the basis for a decision worth crores. The pay range across finance roles is 6 to 20 lakhs per annum. Analyst roles start closer to 6. Investment banking and treasury push towards the higher end with experience. A brand manager owns a product's entire commercial performance. At Hindustan Unilever or Marico, that could mean a single shampoo SKU. You decide its price, its packaging, its positioning. When a campaign runs, you track whether it's actually moved units. The metric that matters is sales. The teams report through you: creative, media buying, trade marketing. But the profit and loss statement for that product is your responsibility. In our marketing MBA, you work with Jasper AI for our content generation and HubSpot AI for campaign automation, tools used for scaling creative output and managing lead pipelines. 5 to 15 lakhs for someone a few years in. Senior brand managers at FMCG companies push well beyond that. A company like Infosys or Wipro, the HR business partner works within a business unit. Say, the cloud services division. You work directly with that division's leadership. You handle workforce planning. How many people do we need next quarter? Where are the skill gaps? Which teams have attrition problems and why? When Infosys onboards thousands of freshers every year, someone has to build the hiring plan, run the competency assessments, and figure out where to deploy each person. That scale, tools like HireVue for AI-driven candidate screening and Eightfold AI for talent intelligence become essential. That is HRBP territory. Pay ranges from 5 to 18 lakhs in the first 5 years. At larger IT services firms, experienced HRBPs reach higher. All of that falls under JAIN Online's Human Resource Management MBA. At Amazon, business analysts work across nearly every function: operations, seller services, logistics, finance. Delivery promise accuracy for a particular PIN code drops by 2%. A BA pulls the data, maps the process end to end, and figures out where the gap is. Is it a warehouse allocation issue? A last mile routing problem? A demand forecast that was off? The job is translating raw data into a clear recommendation. You present it to a product or operations lead, and they decide whether to act on it. 3 tools in the Business Intelligence and Analytics MBA cover this ground: Power BI for reporting dashboards, Tableau AI for visual analytics with natural language queries, and ClickSense AI for associative data exploration. Companies like Flipkart and Deloitte hire for this role constantly. At the early career stage, the pay range is 6 to 12 lakhs. A digital marketing manager runs a company's online revenue channels: paid ads, SEO, email, social, sometimes content. At a company like Swiggy, this role means running performance campaigns across Google and Meta, with daily budget decisions tied directly to revenue. You decide, do we push more budget into Bangalore acquisition or shift to retention campaigns for users who have not ordered in 30 days? Every decision has a measurable cost per acquisition number attached to it. When Zepto promises 10-minute grocery delivery, someone has to make that actually happen at the dark store level. That person is an operations manager. You manage inventory levels, delivery routing, staffing shifts, and handle the problems that show up every single day. Maybe a rider shortage hits at 7 p.m. or a cold chain failure, or a supplier who delivered 30% less than ordered. At a company like Delivery or Flipkart, operation managers oversee how goods physically move from warehouse to customer's door, or from raw material supplier to production line. At that scale, the planning runs on platforms like Blue Yonder for supply chain optimization and LlamaSoft AI for logistics modeling, both part of the supply chain, production and operations management MBA. It is a floor-level management with daily operational pressure, 7 to 20 lakhs depending on experience and scale. 8 to 20 lakhs. Experienced data science managers push well beyond that. The reason is the scarcity of the skill set. A data science manager decides which models to build and which ones to drop. At a fintech company, the data science team typically runs fraud detection models, credit scoring algorithms, and merchant risk assessments. The manager decides the priority. Do we improve the fraud model's precision by 2%, or do we build a new churn prediction system for enterprise merchants? That is a resource allocation decision, one that requires business judgment as much as technical skill. You will learn to use these platforms in the Data Science and Artificial Intelligence MBA at JAIN Online. Data Robot for automated ML, H2O.ai for model building, Google Vertex AI for deployment. You need to speak 2 languages, technical enough to review a model's performance metrics, business literate enough to explain the ROI of the project to a VP. That combination is rare, and the pay at the senior end reflects it. This role is different from the others on the list. A management consultant works across every function. They get dropped into a company with a specific problem and a fixed window to solve it. 1 month you might be restructuring the supply chain for a textile manufacturer in Surat. The next, you are building a market entry strategy for a consumer electronics brand expanding into Tier 2 cities. At companies like Accenture or the Big Four advisory practices, you walk into an industry you have never worked in. You have 8 to 12 weeks to deliver a recommendation leadership is willing to act on. That requires a broad toolkit: financial analysis, competitive benchmarking, process mapping, stakeholder interviews. Generalists do well here. The General Management MBA at JAIN Online covers that range. Intentionally cross-functional with ChatGPT for research and scenario analysis, Microsoft Copilot for data synthesis across documents and presentations. 6 to 20 lakhs at the early career stage. Progression in consulting tends to be steep. Senior consultants and engagement managers see significant jumps within 3 to 5 years. 8 roles, 6 different specializations. The pay ranges run from 5 to 20 lakhs at entry to mid-level, and they go higher with experience. The pattern across all 8. The JAIN Online MBA gives you the framework and the credential. The specialization gives you the specific skills a hiring manager is looking for. And the AI tools in the curriculum are the same platforms these companies already run. Industry mentors from Adobe, Microsoft, Flipkart, Meta, and Zeta teach across the programs. The online MBA offers 19 specializations, and every role on this list comes from one of them. If one of these roles match where you are headed, explore the specializations on the JAIN Online website. The link is in the description.